Hey, what's going on, guys? This is TyberHouseOfKicks.com, and I've not gotten a chance to do these type of videos in a long time. The projections, I've done it on my website, but putting it out there, I've not been able to do it because I've been busy with work and stuff. Well, this one I wanted to talk about is the Jordan 4 Midnight Navy. Now, the shoe is pretty much, I'll say, a replica of the white cement 4. Nike knows people are gonna want it. This is basically sticking with the edit to amplify, give people what they want. And the Jordan 4 silhouette has been very successful, so the brand is thinking, hey, we need to give people what they want, and we know this shoe is going to sell. And this is a shoe that a lot of people want, so they're going to release in massive numbers. I'm sure we're going to get close to at least close to, I won't be surprised if we have close to a million pairs. That can happen. Now, I don't have the numbers right now, but this morning we're going to talk about the resale and stuff like that. First, let me tell you what the shoe looks like basically. So what you have is a white tumble leather materials for the most part, and then you have a little bit of mesh on the midsection and mesh on the tongue and its extension portion of it. And the shoe is covered with white and then light smoke gray and fire red. That's the color scheme. And you have navy accent instead of black. That's in keeping with trying to basically mimic the Jordan 4 white cement. And this car costs about $210. The price has been bumped, and it releases on Saturday. So basically, this is what you need to know. Now, as far as like the retailers and who's getting it, we have, of course, Nike US, Foot Locker, Downtown Locker Room, YCMC, which is Sioux City, Finish Line, JD Sports, Dick's, Champs, Shoe Palace. And then international, you have Nike UK, Nike France, Nike Canada, all these places. And then you have Sneakers and Stuff, Foot Patrol, a few amongst many other. Now, if you want to get a full list, just check the website. I will have a link for you in the description. And now we're going to talk about resale. So basically, the first thing we want to talk about is resale based on the time. So if you look at the chart, if you look on my chart now, you see that this is between October the 25th and October the 26th. This shoe went from $314 to $331. Basically, that's like a $17 bump. And the chart gives you basically the average sale price between those two dates. And as you can see, the trend is positive. The shoe has increased by like $17 in a 2-day span. Now, this might be explained by many reasons. Maybe there are some size differences and stuff like that. But then if you find a 5-number summary, it'd be easier for us to like explain this data. Basically, what you have is this. The lowest shoe sold for $262, that's a size 8.5. And the highest sale recorded was $411. That's for a size 6.5. And there was only one single sale for that. And then 25% of the shoes sold for prices between $262 and $300. That's 2 size 7, 2 size 7.5, 2 size 8.5, 4 size 9, 2 size 10, and a size 10.5. And then the majority, that is 50%, sold for prices between $300 and then $328. Now the next chart that I'm going to show you is going to show you what sizes fall under that category. And then you also have another 25% that sold for prices between $328 and $411. Now we do have some outliers, about 4 of them at $374, $374, $401, and $411, and that is size 12.5, 8, 10.5, and 6.5. So once you take out the outliers, your resale value is about $310, and that leads to almost $60 profit. That's a 26% markup, which is about 1.8 times above average. That is incredible. I wouldn't say incredible, but it's good for a shoe that costs $210. That's not bad at all. Now, if you look on my next chart, I'll show you exactly what sizes is leading to what. So size 6.5, you make about $151, but I'm sure this is going to drop once the shoe releases officially. Size 7, you make about $57. That's most likely to stay like that. 7.5, you make about $25. Size 8, you have $117. 8.5, about $51. 9, you make about $53. 9.5, about $55. 10, you make about $50. 10.5, you make about $84. 11, you make about $76. 11.5, you make $91. 12, you make $74. 12.5, you make $117. And 14, you make $79. So basically, what's the story? The larger size are definitely going to go for more money. So if you want to capitalize on this, get anything with 11 and above. All right, that's all I wanted to talk about this morning. So this is it. If you have any questions, please do check the website, because I have a bunch of other stuff that I talked about this week. And last week, it's a lot of shoes that I talked about. I just don't have the opportunity to put them on YouTube constantly. So there's a lot of shoes that I talked about. The Dunk Low North Carolina A&T, the LeBron 2, the Yeezy 350 Salt. There's so many shoes that I've talked about. So if you want to check it, just check the website, okay? Thanks for watching. This is Ty from Master Kicks, and stay tuned for more stuff.